Hi. Forgive my presentation coming online right now. I know my t-shirt is a little bit creased and everything, but I just wanted to come online to say a special thank you to my other neighbors here who have basically verified that yes, they have been gang stalking me. You know how I know that? Because just like the little girl said, call me the mad lady, guess what the other neighbor downstairs called me just now for the little girl to hear? The mad lady. Now let's unpack this, okay? It's mad is usually a very specific insult that was applied to me ever since I was a teenager and I was living in my mother's neighborhood, right? That's the name that has followed me through, let me think, one, two neighborhoods, three neighborhoods, a hostel, and here. So that's 5 places between 2 cities. 5 places and 2 cities that have paranoid schizophrenics in it, that have drug addicts in it, that have people with borderline personality disorder in it, that have people with narcissistic personality disorder in it, that have people with psychosis in it. There are people who literally haven't slept and there are people who literally haven't slept and had whole breakdowns in public, like a lot worse than mine. Mental health symptoms, a lot worse than mine. Talking about delusional stuff that are definite hallucinations, definite stuff that isn't there. And yet I'm the only person in 5 neighborhoods in 2 cities to be called the mad lady. Do you or do you not think that that's just a touch specific? In this neighborhood and in this village alone, there are plenty of people who have mental health illnesses. There are literally people mentally ill and addicts who live above me right now. I'm the only person who's mad, really. Think about it. Really, really think about it. Because I guarantee you, I am not the only person in the whole of London or in the whole of Brighton who has exhibited eccentric behavior. And certainly not the only one. I get called the mad lady. I am crowned the mad lady, not a mad lady, not a crazy lady, but the mad lady out of God knows how many other sick and hallucinating and genuinely not well people. They literally make me look like I'm well adjusted and completely sane, but I'm the queen of the mad people. Really, really think about it. Why would that insult follow me for 20 years through 5 neighborhoods, through 2 cities? Why would that follow me unless it was supposed to follow me? Really, really think about it. Really, really think about it. If anything, the insults that have been leveled at me, as much as I don't like it and as much as it's traumatized me, because remember, it's been with me since what? Teenage years now? Variations, but it's always mad. Mad girl, mad woman, mad lady. It's always the same thing. The, remember, not a, the. That's followed me through 5 neighborhoods, 2 cities, over 20 years, 2 decades. Why would that be following me around unless it was supposed to follow me around? Because there are plenty of other people who are mentally ill, walking about, itching and shit, talking to themselves out loud and, demonstrating behavior far more erratic than mine. Sure, I used to dissociate for hours, but there are other people who literally have no cognitive awareness of what's going on, like way sicker than me. But I'm the mad person. I'm the crazy person. Where did that come from? Unless that was motivated and unless that was strategically, that insult was strategically used to basically defame and defame me and slander me just in case I wanted to speak up about some corrupt shit that's going on. Why would that be the insult? And better yet, if the point was not to traumatize me, then why would the same shit be used over and over again? Doesn't make any sense. So the neighbors around here have just proved that not only was I right in what I was saying about the family spreading shit about me, it also proves that I was right about what I was saying about the gang stalking. Because the insults are they're too specific. They're too specific for somebody like me. Now, can I behave in ways that are odd? Absolutely. I'm not going to deny that shit. I behaved in ways that are completely erratic. I mean, they might be natural from the perspective of like the natural world, but in terms of like this everyday world, like no, my behavior doesn't make sense at first glance. But the mad lady out of God knows how many people that are way sicker than me, think about it. Really, really think about it. I used to hate it so much. I used to traumatize me and trigger me, but now I'm starting to understand. It gets to a certain point now where you start to see things way more clearly than you used to. And it's like, and I used to buy it. I really used to buy it. And the irony is that with me being called mad, ironically, I started acting mad because of it. You know, it literally triggered me to the point where I didn't want to be around anybody. And I was just paranoid all the time. And I was thinking out loud for hours sometimes. So because I was given that moniker for 2 decades, it shaped how I behaved as well. And I know you could see that as blaming other people. You can see it as that I don't give a shit. If you're bullying somebody relentlessly and triggering them, and on top of that, you're trying to do that so that you can basically discredit them when they come out and speak out about governmental abuse. You're using it to discredit and, and basically slander someone. So, yeah, I mean, what do you think was going to happen? What, did you think you were going to cure them? What do you think's going to happen? I mean, you weren't about to cure me doing that shit, and you know it. So you wanted to keep me as the mad lady in a world full of mad people, in a world full of people with all kinds of mental health issues, people with all kinds of addiction issues. I'm the mad lady because you needed me to be. Because you need somebody who makes you look sane, but unfortunately, I'm not that bitch. I'm not that bitch. I'm the bitch that just proved once and for all that gang stalking is real. Well, I'm not the only one. I mean, there are other people in this community who are way more prolific than me and who have been activists for the longest time now. So I can't turn around and say I'm the bitch proving that gang stalking is real. But if you really want to know whether gang stalking is real or not, all you have to do is look at my life. It's fucking real. There are people going around using specific fucking insults, not even specific insults, but specific insults from a child. Come on. Come on. Everything has been proven. So I'd like to thank the neighbors for being particularly fucking stupid. And if it wasn't for a special little girl, I might have been walking around here with a cloud over my head with nobody knowing what was going on with me. But now everybody knows. So, I love you guys. Take care. My fellow TI, stay strong. I mean, yeah, the truth's coming out. Of course it's going to. The truth's coming out. It's going to come out about Havana syndrome as well. And all those people, whoever tried to discredit you, you know, if you're hoping that it's going to be 10 times worse for the people that did this to you, wish granted. Okay? Wish granted. A fucking war is coming. So if you're hoping for like things to be 10 times worse for them as it was for us, then yeah, wish granted. Wish granted, mate. But anyway, my fellow TIs, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.